What is going on, guys? Revitup here, and today we are back with some creme de la creme Hot Wheels, in my opinion, from my favorite era, which is what I've been collecting a lot: late 90s, early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s. The cars that you could get at flea markets when I was a kid are the cars that were on the pegs when I was a kid. Those are the ones I'm trying to get, and that's what I think most collectors, once they kind of carve a niche, it's what they go for. So without further ado, I have 3 already opened cars that I'm going to show you, each of which is really cool. Starting with this Nissan 300ZX. Proportions a little bit off in many different departments here. Side proportions, front proportions for sure. Look at that. Something's a little off. It's hard to see maybe from the camera, but proportions are weird here. I love the 90s paint scheme and the wheels and the colors. But this is just a regular mainline car that has opening doors, which I thought was pretty sick. Let's see into the interior a little bit. I always like that the dash models are relatively close to accurate. They're not super detailed, but they always got the right sculpt. So there's the 300ZX. Next up, Split Image 2, a staple fantasy casting for any early 2000s and 90s collector. This one in a metallic blue, and then these pink wheels. And there was a variation of this with, I think, silver 8 spokes, which looked pretty more classy, but I love the pink and blue kind of spacey clash. And these wheels are like so ugly, they're cool. They're on a lot of cars I end up liking for some reason, even though I think they're a relatively ugly wheel. And they make these in real life now. Pretty sweet. Split Image 2, lots of chrome, always a cool looking car. And then this is kind of a weird, Hot Wheels doesn't do cars like this that much anymore. Regular old car with the craziest paint scheme you've ever, not scheme, just paint job you've ever seen, and then no decals. I love this. Just this 380 SL Mercedes with this beautifully crazy pink glitter paint scheme. It's so 90s, it's so of this era Hot Wheels. I love this. And then all of these cars, big metal cars with the axles, they almost got like some suspension bounciness going on. This one doesn't have it, but it's a little hard to see, but it's very bouncy. It wants to bounce on its side. This one's rigid. Anyway, I thought that was cool. This is gonna be like a pocket car and a desk car for me. I really like ones like this. Now, onto the unopened cars, some of which we're going to be opening, most of which, honestly. Mercedes 540K. I just got a couple Bugattis from this era that were also 30s cars. Let's take a look at this in probably my favorite color scheme ever, which is purple and teal. Look at that. Look at this beast, full metal. Really cool. I'm not sure. I feel like if... Is that metal? I can't tell if the headlights is metal. It's not reflecting the same way as the rest, but yeah, that looks like metal. That's cool. I was gonna say these look like they'll break off if it was plastic, but they're not. And then the roof. Cool car. This one I kind of wanted to keep in the box, but the card is so yellow that there's really no point. Alien. I think this car had a couple names in its life, but here it is as Alien. Man, this is really rear heavy. It really wants to sag with all of that metal on the backside. This is sweet. That is sweet. I'm pretty sure it's based off of a late 80s concept car. I swear I've seen another one like this in red, in real life. With a big chunk of metal on the back. This is a hardy casting. And then the plastic body is kind of interesting for the 90s. This thing actually rolls wicked well. That's a cool car. Next up, we got 2 Zombots. So Zombot is one of my favorite all-time castings, and I'll show you why, because these guys, it says right there, stands or rolls. And it's basically like a tin robot, transformer, alien, I don't know. They're cool as hell. Wow, this is sick. So I think this is a casting that I have already, except this one hasn't lost its coloration yet. There's that version there. As you can see, this one's got a ton of character. And here's the other Zombot with a little bit less detail, but still cool nonetheless. There they are with their little blasters, standing there ready to fight. Oh, it'd be cool to have like a little army of these guys. Army of Zombots. Look at them there. I love this casting so much. That is sick. Let's see, where are we gonna go next? The Olds Aurora, like GT car or IROC car. I'm not sure, like a touring car, but I love every version of this casting I see. This one's from 02, maybe even earlier, like 01 or 2000. Look at that, the blue and orange. Looks fantastic. A nice big body race car with a plastic wing that's separate from the body. It's a different casting. That is sick. It's really classic Hot Wheels here. It just screams it. Classic for this like Renaissance era the Hot Wheels was in. Track system. So they're saying this will be a good track car. Not with this wing and some of their boosters, but it is a low slung racer. Well, this is one of those cars that rocks a little bit. I always liked that. I always thought they might handle better if they do that. Probably don't, but. Go a little bit further back in time to another GT car. This one's just called GT Racer. This is one I constantly see in like 90s dump bins, but it's cool. It's a full metal, heavy race car. I'm not a fan of like the fluorescent orange paint scheme. It'd be cool if this was black with flames or something. You get this old Hot Wheels logo on the spoiler with the Mattel under the corner of the flame. And it's a nice big body, heavy GT race car. This would probably be really fun on a 6-lane speedway or something. And it's a fantasy, so it's got a massive engine in the back and it's a little more done up than a real GT car. And last but not least, I think I've covered this car on this channel before, but here's the first edition Turboa. I can't get enough of Turboa. I think this car is badass. I think I'll open this one up. I do stumble upon it every once in a while. Some of these like animal cars from the 90s and 80s aren't as popular yet as I think they will be one day. What a cool casting. It's kind of like a King Cobra because it has the fanning neck up top, but it's in a coil wrapped around the engine. It's kind of like an Indy car that's been taken over by a snake. That is sweet. What a cool car. It's got some weight to it, all metal. You can see the underside of the mold there. Just an overall really sick car here that I had to check out and share with you guys. So let me know what you think of this little assortment. Got the Olds, the Nissan, the Mercedes, Split and Image, GT Racer, Turboa, the intimidating Zombots, Alien, and the Mercedes. I think was it the 380K. Cool little assortment. Having fun collecting this era. Let me know what you guys think and happy hunting.